Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how to optimize your auto smelting system so you can get maximum smelting numbers with minimum wood requirement. Alright, here I have the most basic smelting system. Small loot box for resources, a conveyor and 3 furnaces, and the last furnace is connected to this small loot box here. But this system has some problems and I'm going to make some modifications to turn it into a more efficient way. First of all, this conveyor can transfer 60 pieces of resources from each resource at a time. But this conveyor here has 4 targets, 3 furnaces, and the last one is this small loot box here. So once I place 60 pieces of resources in the small loot box, it will divide it by 4 and each will have 15. Let's test it out. After one transfer, I'll turn it off and check the resources. Here I have 15, the first furnace, second one, and the third one. The reason is that we have 4 different targets. Now I will make some changes and break the connection with the small loot box after the third furnace. Let's break it here. Okay, now my conveyor here has 3 targets, so this time it will transfer 60 pieces and divide it by 3, so each will have 20. Let's check it out. Okay, the first furnace 20, second 20, and the third one is 20. I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm showing you this so you can understand how the conveyor works. Maybe you can build a better system, but if you do that, I want you to promise me something. Please share it with me so I can use it at my base, okay? Just write it down in the comments below. Okay, now I'm going to place 60 pieces in the small loot box and I have 2 furnaces. So the conveyor will divide 60 by 2, right? But let's make a difference and place 50. Now I have 50 here. The conveyor will divide it by 2 and each furnace will have 25, right? Well, this is the wrong answer because the conveyor transfers 60 pieces and divided by 2, so each will have 30. But the working mechanism is kind of different, so it will transfer 30 woods to the first furnace and then transfer rest to the second furnace. So the first one will get 30 and the second one will have 20. This is the reason we have 30 and a 20 in the furnaces like this. So it will transfer the first furnace, fill it with the resources, and then transfer the remaining ones to the second one. Okay, let's continue with the system. Let's connect it here again. Okay. Now I'll remove this conveyor from here and place 3 different conveyors for each resource. Metal, sulfur, and high quality metal. Now place a splitter here so we can split the incoming from the resources and then combine them to transfer it to furnaces. Make the connections with pipe tool. From each conveyor I will connect it to combiner here, and from the output I will connect it to the first furnace here. My furnaces are connected together, so I have 3 target furnaces. Let's place another conveyor here. This one will be for our final products. I'll connect the last one here to this conveyor. And from there, I'll connect it to this small loot box here to create a loop. Now, my smelting system has 3 targets and it will automatically turn it back to my resources loot box. Okay, now let's set the filters. This one will be wood and metal. This one will be wood and sulfur. And the last one will be wood and high quality metal. Okay, let's type in the transfer amounts for the resources. I need 300 wood to smelt down 180 metals. I'm typing these numbers in the buffer area and then select require all for filter mode. Then click apply. Then I will continue with the sulfur. I need 300 wood to smelt down 360 sulfur. I forgot to select require all here, but I'll come back and fix it. For the HQM, I'm typing in 20 wood and 6 high quality metal because high quality metal is hard to find, so if I type high numbers, it will be hard to trigger these conveyors conditions, okay? But don't worry about the numbers, I'll show you a table at the end of the video, and also you can test it out to find these numbers. I'm going to show you a small test that you can perform on your server. Just place 10 wood and metal in your furnace and turn it on. So we will test out how much metal I can smelt with 10 wood. I'll repeat the process for sulfur and HQM as well. Let's place the resources and wait for the end results of the tests. I placed 10 wood here and it is smelting 6 metal, which is same as my conveyors conditions. I typed in 300 wood for 180 metal, so it is same. For the sulfur, it can smelt 12 sulfur with 10 wood. For the HQM, you can only smelt 3. This is harder to smelt. Okay, let's continue with power connections. I have my power resource here. I'll connect the conveyors. From the power resource, the first conveyor, power in, and from the pass-through, I'll connect the second one. From there, the third one and the fourth one. This conveyor is my output conveyor and it has no filters. It will basically transfer everything from the furnaces. So I turn it on and my system is complete loop. Okay. Let's place resources here in the small loot box. Let's place 500 wood and 500 metals and turn on the conveyors. It will trigger the first conveyor because it is for metal. Let's see if it divides the resources equally for 3 furnaces we have. We need to wait and see the final result because it is still transferring. Let's check it out. It is still transferring. For the resource loot box, we have some amount here left because our filter is typed in the buffer, so it will transfer exactly the amounts in the buffer area, okay? But if you want to keep some of your resources in your loot box, you need to type in the minimum amounts as well. So let's say if I type 1000, my conveyor will not transfer the resources if there will be left less than 1000, okay? And at the final results, as you see, I have 100 wood and 60 metal, so which is same as our previous tests, small test ratio. Alright, as a bonus content, I would like to show you how to make automatic ignition system, okay? Let's place a small loot box here and a storage adapter. From the industrial combiner here, I will connect it to this small loot box. And then I need another conveyor here. Let's place it here on the wall. Make the connections with pipe tool from storage loot box to conveyor and from there to furnace system. Alright, let's get the power from the last conveyor we have. From the pass-through, I'll connect it to power in of the last conveyor. Let's turn it on, and now I need timer and igniter. Let's place a timer here on the wall. And then place my igniter between the furnaces. If you're interested in automatic ignition system, I have a whole separate video. You can reach it by just clicking the video at the right top. Okay. This conveyor has no filters. So basically, if there's anything inside this small loot box, it will trigger the filter pass. I'm connecting the filter pass to toggle on of the timer like this. From the pass-through, I'm connected to power in of the timer. Let's set the timer as 1. Otherwise, it will consume the lifetime of the igniter. From the output, I'll connect it to power in of the igniter like this. Okay, the system is ready now. Let's place our resources. Our conveyors are all turned on, so basically it will automatically ignite the system and the system is working very well. As you see, it is transferring and smelting at the same time, and output will be transferred automatically to my resources loot box or any other loot box that I connected the last conveyor. Alright, this is the final version of the system. Let me know what you think about this system. Just type it down in the comments below. Also, you can use large furnace instead of the small furnaces. Okay, large furnace is 5 times more efficient, and I will share the smelting numbers in the table as well. So, yeah, that's it. Alright, finally the resource table is here. Here you can see the number of resources required depending on the number of furnaces. I use 3 furnace option because my system has 3 furnaces, but you can use other ones as well. Also, large furnace is 5 times more efficient compared to small furnaces. Here is the example: 100 wood required for 300 metal. Okay, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the content so far, please click like and subscribe to help me grow my channel. See you in the next video.